Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to shell script, where we will learn how we can create a case statement with user input. In our previous session also, we discussed about the case statement, but there we were using the uh, there were we there were we there we were using the constant value, or you can say the hard coded value, but this time we are not going to use any hard code value for the case statement. Instead of that, we will make a scenario where we will accept the user input, and after accepting the user input we will use it for the case evaluation. Clear? So this is how we are going to proceed for this particular session. Now, in order to explain this thing in a simpler way, what I will do, I'll create one scenario, and I'll walk you through the script that I have prepared for it, and then one by one we will discuss each and everything present in the script, and also will explore the outputs. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to start, but just before discussing the script, I'll tell you the requirement for this script. So just assume a scenario where you have created one application, and in that application you are accepting some user input. Okay, and after accepting the user input you are using it for case evaluation. So just assume a thing, there are multiple stores in your system, and user is going to provide some product code, and on the basis of that product code, user will get some output. For example, suppose if user has provided the value as 10, so the output should be product code 10 and the product which is associated with 10 code, which is laptop. Likewise, for the second scenario, when the user will provide 20, so it will return product code 20 mobile. Similarly, when the user provide product code 30, so it will return product code 30 and camera. But in case when user provide the code which is not present in our system, or you can say which is not present in that verification list case statements, right? So in that case it will return the generic output which is invalid. Let's say if user has provided product code 50, so in that case it will return user in that case it will return user output, user input is invalid input. Clear? So by doing this we will be able to understand how the other condition is working, because in last session what we did, like we fetch the current day from the current date, and from on the basis of that current date we were using the uh, output. And as we were using the current date, as we were fetching the current day from the current date, that's why there were no possibility to get the other condition. But in this scenario we will make sure that other condition is also working perfectly. Okay, so to explain this thing, let's walk through the practical things. So I'll just write here work.lnk, which will open work with object link screen. Here if I do page down, you will see there is one directory that we are going to use. This is the directory Sharmit. Take option 5 over here. Then we have one script file which is sharmit.sh. Okay, and this file is already a executable file. That means whenever you are using any script file, make sure to use it in a executable mode. Otherwise, when you try to call this script file, it will give you error. Okay, so this is the very important thing, that whenever you are using any script file, make sure it is in executable mode. If you don't know how to make shell script executable, then you can refer the previous session. There we have already discussed how to make the script executable using chmod command. So in one of our previous session, initial from the list, you will find that yes, there is one session through which we can easily make the shell script executable by using the chmod command. So I'm taking option 2 here. In this script, firstly we have noted down the multi-line comment. So you can see here multi-line comment is put over here, which is presented by Sharmit. Session is case and shell script. Okay, so this is just for the introduction purpose, where we are just showing the presenter name as well as the session or the topic name. So today's topic is the same case statement. We also discussed the same topic in last session, but there we were using the hard coded value, and this time we are using the value which is receiving from the user. Okay, so firstly what we are doing in this script, we are printing the text, please select product code 10, 20 and 30. After displaying this message, we are reading the code. So read code, here it is the read code. So echo, please select the product code 10, 20, 30 and then we are reading the code. After reading the code, we are checking it inside a case statement. So if case code in 10, then print the message product code 10 laptop. If case code is 20, product code is 20 mobile. If case code is 30, then in that case product code is 30 camera. But in condition when user put the value other than 10, 20 or 30, because these are the three valid value we are considering for now. So if user put other than these three value, it will lie inside this generic block and it will print the message invalid code. Okay, it will print the invalid code message. So and then we are terminating the case statement ESAC. So this is how we are going to um, decide the text that we are going to print for the user on the basis of the user input. Okay, so I think now this part is clear. Now it's time to run this script and see how it is working. So pressing F3 and just remember this path, because this path we are going to use for the evaluation for running the script. So pressing F3 for save, F3 again for exit. Now let's go to session B. Here we write the QSH, which will open the Qshell command entry screen. Here we can put /home /Sharmit /text /Sharmit and enter. After putting enter, you can see please select product code 10, 20, 30. So this we are going to put 10 and enter. So after enter, you can see it returns the product code which is 10 laptop. So it returns the product code as well as product name on the basis of the user input 10. In the same manner, let's say if user put the value /home /Sharmit /Sharmit/Sharmit.sh. In this case, if user put the value as 20, okay, so in case of 20, it will return the value as product code 20 mobile. Now I'm pressing F9 for repeating the same shell script query, and if I run this script again, you will see please select the product code 30, because this time we are going to select 30, although it is written completely 20, 20, 30, and from these 10, 20, 30 we are going to use the 30 code and enter. After selecting enter, after pressing enter, you will see it prints the message product code 30. So these are the all possible valid conditions, right? Now see the twist. This for this scenario, if I hit enter and provide the value which is not a valid condition, for example 50 or 40, you can select it as per your need, but for now I'm just selecting 50 and pressing enter. So after selecting 50, you can see it is returning the value as invalid code. Why? Because 50 is not a possible value and it always goes inside the generic block. So if any value which is not present in the case list will lie inside this generic block and it will print the message invalid code. Clear? So this is how it works. Everything is clear to you, I hope. And mainly the thing is that instead of using the hard code, even I recommend you don't use hard coded value, because if it is not needed, because there are some condition where we are supposed to use hard coded value, otherwise make your program or script generic. That will help you to make sure that everything is working as expected and everything is working perfectly. Okay, so you can see now we have just put it over here, like how the script is working for the shell script using case statement. Now I'll quickly show you how we can run the same program or same script through CL program. So this is the program I have already created. So firstly, this program is to running a shell script using CL program, taking F4 DCL, take F4, provide variable name, type, storage, length, chgvar, take F4, command and the script, then strqsh, F4 and the command. So what it will do, it will execute the script with the given path and provide you the output. But this time you will see it will provide you invalid output. Why? Let's see. When we call it, it provides the message invalid code. Why? Because when we are executing the shell script through CL program, it is when we are executing the shell script through CL program, it is not accepting any input, and that's the reason it consider the input value as 0, and 0 is not in the valid list. That's why it is returning the invalid code. Okay, so this is the only reason why it is returning invalid code. But if you make the value hard coded, because so far we have not discussed any way through which we can provide the value through the CL program when we are executing the shell script. We know how to provide the value in CL program, but when we are executing the shell script through CL program, that thing we will discuss in the upcoming session. But for now, we just make it clear that yes, because of we are not providing any value, it is considering that value as 0, and that's why it is returning the invalid code. Clear? So yeah, that's all for today. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.